So, a welding job told the employees that I used them to start my business. No BS. Good morning, family. Checking in with you. Just wanted to talk to you about this because this is so pretty much it's kind of like I am the person that they talk about in their morning meetings. And this is in Arkansas. This is the company in Arkansas that actually allowed me to make $20 an hour. When I left that company is when I started being independent. So I reached $20 an hour working for someone in Arkansas. And when I made that, that's when I went on and started being independent. Where right before I did, where I actually got a contract that I was had a contract versus working for them, and I was making $27 an hour plus getting paid to use my equipment. So it was a win-win. But this company in Arkansas tell their employees when they hire them, come through, they welders or whatever. Oh, this guy right here, this guy used us to start his business. Now they come through, they working for this company, and they tell the company, they tell their employees that I used them by saving my money from working for them, using the programs that they had provided that I had to pay for now. The schooling that they provided, it wasn't free. It came out of our check. We still had to pay. It wasn't like a big amount, but we had to pay. It wasn't free. Getting your certs wasn't free. So it was like they'll make you pay for certain things and they'll say, well, we'll match it or we'll cover this if you get it. Like your search, for instance, if you flunk the test, you have to pay for it, but if you pass the test, they'll pay for it, but then they keep them. See what I'm saying? But they say I use them because I save my money and I use their programs to invest in my tools and my equipment that I needed to actually start out. And at first, I was doing more of the ironworking, welding, and it was working out for me, honestly. And then I ended up moving into the more of the field welding installation, you know, and then into my own personal fabrication. But I still do the field welding and fabrication. I mean, the field welding and installation. But I saved my money from working with this company. Like I say, I reached $20 an hour. I filed exempt on my taxes for 6 months, and I worked for them a little over a year. But 6 months out of each year, or no, I take that back. 9 months out of each year, I filed exempt, and I claimed my deals right, and everything worked out. I was able to pay off my stuff, my child support, my whatever I had going on, my bills, and I was able to get my tools up enough to actually start myself out, And but I just thought it was kind of funny that they would tell the new employees that this guy used us when they're using the employees to finance their business and to keep their business going because they want you to be blind. And to each his own. Some people enjoy being like that. Some people want to just do that work. That's fine. I'm not knocking that, but it's kind of crazy how a company would tell their employees that someone used them to start their business. If I was working for them, I didn't rob them. You know what I mean? I didn't rob them. I didn't take anything from them. I utilized the information that was provided. I utilized the programs that they offered, and I took it upon myself to be independent. But I'm wrong for that. Hey man, it's kind of crazy how a job will want you to be ignorant to the system. They want you just to be dependent on them. Um, I got a friend of mine that's in Phoenix, and he got a side hustle. Him and one of his friends, and they do roofing and some more stuff, painting. They got a few things that they do on the side. And the company that he worked for literally asked him, "What can we pay you a little extra to make you quit your side hustles?" Huh? Nothing. Are you crazy? They want to pay. Let me give you a couple more extra dollars an hour to make you quit your side hustle. I'm still working for that. You can't replace what I'm making on the weekends. You want me to work for you all the way around the clock. Like he's starting to get the system that these folks literally want them to be their do boys. They don't want to use the word slave, but that's what they want with the pay and what they want to do. They want him to work all the time, but not get paid for working all the time. What type of shit is that? You know what I mean? But man, hey, these jobs, man, I'm telling you, they're a trip. So, like I say, some of them you got them good ones, but boy, when you meet them bad ones, they'll drain you like a leech. You know what I mean? So, all I would say is use a job to gain your independence if that's what you want to do. Use that job to get your money up, your tools up, your wisdom up, your skill set up, your confidence up. Uh, Learn some business techniques from that job. You know what I mean? Because they'll teach you how to use the forklift. They'll teach you how to use the area lifts and teach you how to do look out for your whales and what they need to look like and how you need to do this. You can learn so much on a job. So I don't knock not having one. I say once you've done with what you need, move on and build your own thing. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's more of not that we use a job to steal from them. We getting information. They stealing labor. They stealing time from our lives. You do know your life consists of time, and if you waste time, you're wasting your life. So if you're gonna be on the job, at least utilize it for all its abilities and everything you can get from it. That's gonna help you to be better at what you do. At what you want to offer personally to someone else, to another individual, to a company. You know, but I just thought it was funny that this company would tell the employees, oh, Joe used us to start his business. Damn, you know what I mean? And honestly, the guy that came and told me what they was doing, he was like, I thought it was funny, you know what I mean? I'm thinking like, how did he use you, you know what I mean? Then he would just work for you and he saved his money. But they wouldn't want, they think they would want you to live check to check. Because if you live check to check, that means you got to depend on them. You see what I'm saying? But if you know how to, hey, I ain't going out this weekend. No, I ain't going out to eat. No, I ain't buying that. I'm stacking my bread up so I can make an investment to do this. And that's what I did, man. Sometimes the best thing for a man to do to get over that hump is to stand still. You know, don't invest no money in no BS. Don't go spend money over here if you don't have to. Don't go waste money on clothes all the time. Just stack up your bread, invest in what you need, and make your move. That's the best thing for you to do, especially if you're working for someone that you can actually get something from. This one company that I worked for in Newport when I got out of prison, they did um, ironwork construction. They did fabrication on heavy steel. They did installation. Man, you name it. They did maintenance at the steel mill. So I learned so much from them, working with equipment, working with saws, being around certain contractors, being around certain other welders they contracted in while I was making a little bit. And they looking at me weld this pipe and they're like, damn, man, you need to be on the road with us. And I'm like, they making $35 an hour. I'm making $14, $15 an hour. Just this little town I was in. They beating the shit out of me. But these dudes telling me, hey, I'm making 35. Bro, you wasn't right here with me. You making 15? This is a little town in Arkansas. So once I finally left, when I left that town, like I say, I went up to 20. And that's when I learned the more game about the business, because I was about to just say, forget welding. Like, it seemed like they were trying to cut me around about 18, $18 was, once I started getting in the field and doing, both, then that's when I hit that $20 mark. And then they wanted to wait me another year to give me 22, you know. But that's when like I say, I went to 20 and then I went to 27. So it was a no-brainer for me to take that opportunity from $20 to $27. And then I was able to start doing my own independent thing. But they say I used them, you know what I mean? Yeah, hey man, these systems will get you as long as you let them. But yeah, I just wanted to come to you real quick, man, just talk to you about that and just say, hey, we just got to do what we got to do. A lot of people like jobs right now. A lot of people are trying to figure out what their next move going to be. But they've been working for companies for 10, 5 years, 3 years, 20 years, surely there's some skills. Surely there's something you have learned you can use on your own. You had learned from them from working for that company. You see what I'm saying? So that way you can be able to start your own thing somehow. Surely there is some way you can do this. Um, so I would just say, man, just keep an open mind, man. I like getting up in the morning time and thinking about my next move, thinking about how I'm gonna network, how I'm gonna do this. So, okay, when I need to get this. And certain things to me is all about ownership. Certain things you can get by on getting a generic version. Certain things you just got to get, this certain kind. It is what it is. Um, but you don't have to go all the way out all the time. You don't have to buy everything new. I would never say buy everything new. So now, like, I only buy the things that I absolutely need to buy new. Other than that, pawn shop, yard sales, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, whatever. That's where I be shopping at because you can get a lot of good stuff at a cheap amount. You know what I mean? That'll cost you, less money to be able to start out your independence. Like a lot of my startup stuff was cheap, like the tools that I've been developing and getting up, certain things I bought new. But on a wide scale, majority was used. You know, two of my best welders that I got now that I use consistently was used. You know what I mean? I bought um, a wire flux core for like $300, and I bought a TIG stick for like $450, and it was worth like $3,500. The guy bought this warehouse, and he wanted to sell everything in there. And he was like, "Hey, you want the little welder?" All he thought, and he ain't a welder. He's like, "This is a little one," and he had some big ones in there. And he was like, "Oh, just give me 500." I said, "Man, I got 450." I noticed where I already looked it up. It's a 250V. I said, "Man, this thing come out being like, I'm close to $4,000." So he sold it to me for $450, and bro, I had this thing 3 strong years, and it's been working, making money for 3 strong years, and I paid $450, and it's not a multi processor, but it can do 220 or 480, and um, 208 volt, a little lower than that. It got like 4 or 5 settings on it, but it was a steal. Um, my favorite toolbox that I turned into a 5 box. I bought it used. I think it's like a $500 box. I paid a guy $225 for it, and I done made money. I done had that toolbox for at least 5 years. Yep, at least 5 years, 4.5, 4.5, 5 years at least. And like I say, so I take pride in getting deals and finding things. My first welder when I started off, I think I paid 1,800 for it, and it was a $5,000 welder, and I paid 1,800 for it, and it made me money for a few years. So my gas welder, my Lincoln, and then I made money for a minute off that money. I mean, off that 1,800 I spent. So it's all on how you spend your money and how you invest it, man. But don't think you got to go all the way out. But yeah, man, use these jobs. Use the information, use the time, the overtime they got to give you, the crunch time stuff they have to teach you. Sometimes they have you doing stuff that's illegal, so you got to think about some of that. Because sometimes they have you doing some shit you're not supposed to do, and you get somewhere trying to do that shit, you get fired. I've been in that situation, being green. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it 100. I've been green. So we all have our moments of growing and finding ourselves. But like I said, use a job as a stepping stone, or use a job to find your true security. Just don't. It's time to stop being check to check. You know what I mean? We got to kind of overcome that because we see what that situation will lead us.